No, so good morning. Everybody's fed and everybody's quiet. Margot's attacking all the baby children here, but she's gone out now. And Davine will start in a minute. The little ninjas triplets are fantastic. They just weave around the place. Today is a little bit like the caravan in Father Ted, where Father Noel Furlong was up in the press. It's like that this morning now. There's somebody in every corner to get a little bit of shelter, but it's not lashing rain. Do you know? It's just a little bit wet. Yes, so it's all done. There's Margot going off attacking somebody else. So anyway, but see, the thing is, if Margot goes, somebody else will take up the job. But I think Margot just does her job very proficiently. And there's Saoirse. Oh, look at you looking in. That's it. And of course, all the kids, they keep moving around. They won't stay where they're put, like all little babies. If they knew exactly. Good morning, Marty. I'm much more relaxed now. And who's behind me? There's Sooty looking out. It's great to see the rain because this field down here will be coming on for them now. So they can move down there and give this field a rest. And it might be moving on a little bit. Now, I'm looking at you there and you have only twins and no triplets. There's one triplet missing and she's up there right in the middle, God bless her. If you can see her just standing. They're tough out. But all in all, it was a lovely photo last night. I'll put it up later. Sooty was sitting here and all the kids were around her in out of the rain. I think all the mothers just left them in there. So it is. So a story before I go off and have my breakfast. Yes. So Jill, that's it. Kelly, Sabrina and Jill. Well, I'm not too sure because again, that's kind of the oldest and the youngest there now. And the middle one is off doing her own. Oh no, she's over here. Look at you there. Are you sneezing, Sooty? Yeah. So the story is the Gabon Sayer and his son. They headed off again through the country looking for work. And you've had enough now, I suppose. Oh, look, there's number 3 coming over. You coming over? They were heading off looking for work, so they set up a little tent. They couldn't find any house to stay in, so they were setting up a little campfire. So the Gabon Sayer was setting up the campfire, and he told his son to go off and get a nice pot of water that they'd boil it up for the tea, and they'd put a bit of bacon or whatever they had with them to boil up for the dinner. So the son went down to the river and he was no sooner there. This is the crack now. The goat with 3 paps. They'll keep going. They'll all take turns. They're obviously doing fine. So the son went down to the river and wasn't there 2 women washing their clothes below in the river? And he went up a little bit further to get the clean water and then didn't... an old lad in a donkey and car, didn't he go across the river and he made all the water muddy. And the son was inside in the river and he started jumping and hicing and giving out to everybody, the women washing the clothes and the man crossing the river with his donkey and car. And the Gabon Sayer heard all the crack. Hello. And he went down and he said, look, come on up. He had the fire going. He said, look, we'll sit down by the fire for a couple of minutes and have a little snooze. And when they came back, the women had finished washing their clothes and the donkey car had well passed and the water was clear again. And they were able to get their pot of water and their cup of tea and boil up their bit of bacon or whatever they had. And that's what the Gabon Sayer was telling the son then. He was saying, look, sometimes when things get all hectic, there's no point in getting hectic with them, only to stop and relax. And once you relax, everything else relax. And I am learning that slowly, that when things get hectic, if you get influenced by them and become hectic as well, nobody wins. It's almost like sometimes I say, the less I do, the more that happens. If you stop kind of worrying about something or poking at it and pulling at it, it all comes right. It's almost like don't stand in the way of karma or don't get in karma's way. So that's it. Let the water run clear, relax for yourself, and everything will be fine. Now, so, Triplet, you must get a name. Saoirse, oh, look at the one. She's here again, looking for trouble. Somebody to bait up now. Margot's looking for somebody to bait up. Now, have a lovely day. Slán in ish gach duine, tá sé go hall in ar fad mar tá sé fluch, it is wet, but tá unfair ag fás. Tá gach rod ag fás. Everything is growing. Slán in ish, go raibh maith go bhar fad.